mindset is powerful. It's the foundation of everything we do. But mindset without aligned action, well, that's just theory. If you want momentum, if you want real, lasting change, you got to move. But not just any movement, aligned movement that matches the person that you're becoming. Welcome to the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast, where we explore the keys to unlocking your full potential and living your best life. I'm your host, Jose Johnson. Whether you're looking to make a breakthrough, overcome a challenge, or simply live with greater clarity, joy, and purpose, you'll find the tools and inspirations you need right here. So let's start your journey towards personal mastery and growth right now. Welcome back to the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast, your go-to resource for practical tips, insightful research, and inspiring stories to help you unlock your full potential. I'm your host, Jose Johnson, and I'm an expert in the fields of mindfulness, mindset, and peak performance, and I am so excited to have you here with me today. And in today's episode, we're talking about something that too many personal growth conversations skip over: action. Because mindset is powerful. It's the foundation of everything we do. But mindset without aligned action, well, that's just theory. If you want momentum, if you want real, lasting change, you got to move. But not just any movement, aligned movement that matches the person that you're becoming. So let's start with a little honesty. How many times have you read the book, watched the webinar, taken the notes, listened to the podcast, and still feel stuck? It's not because you didn't learn anything. It's because knowledge by itself doesn't create transformation. Knowledge combined with action does. Mindset gives you the lens, but action puts that lens to work in the real world. You can affirm your worth every morning, but until you set a boundary, ask for the raise, or take that next step, you haven't fully embodied that worth. Mindset shifts give you access to new possibilities, but only aligned action makes those possibilities real. Now, this is where a lot of people get caught. They do their inner work, they shift their mindset, but they never translate that shift into their new behaviors. So they stay stuck in the same patterns, wondering why change still feels so far away. But here's the truth. You won't see the change in your life until you start changing your actions. All right, so let's break this down scientifically. When you take aligned action, especially action that reflects a new belief or identity, your brain rewards you with dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical that says, yeah, let's keep this going. This is who we are now. This is called behavior-based reinforcement, and it's key to reprogramming your subconscious. Your brain doesn't just listen to what you think. It also responds to what you do. Every aligned action strengthens new neural pathways. Every time you show up differently, you're telling your brain, this is our new normal. It's not just about motivation or willpower. It's about wiring. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your brain builds identity through repeated behavior. Dr. Joe Dispenza often says, your personality creates your personal reality. But your personality is just a pattern of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that are repeated over time. So if you want to change your reality, you've got to change your actions consistently. Now, that doesn't mean hustle harder. It means to be more intentional. You're not just doing things to check boxes. You're taking actions that support the version of you that you're becoming. And when action flows from identity rather than insecurity, that's when you find momentum that sticks. Think about someone who wants to become a runner. They might read running blogs, buy the best shoes, follow elite athletes online. Well, that's their mindset prep. But until they actually lace up and go for a run, even if it's just a short one, nothing really changes. The first run might feel awkward, but each step tells the brain, this is who we are now. And over time, that identity becomes embodied. All right, here are a few signs that your actions and your mindset are out of sync. You say you want growth, but keep saying yes to things that drain you. You speak affirmations, but never actually take the leap. You set big goals, but your daily habits don't match your desired identity. You're always learning, but rarely applying. You feel exhausted, not from doing too much, but from doing the wrong things. That's misalignment. And the more misaligned your actions are from your mindset, the more frustrated, confused, or stuck you'll feel, even when you're doing all the right things. You might be telling yourself the right story, but living the wrong script. Here's an example. Let's say your new story is, I'm confident and capable, but when an opportunity arises, you shrink back, say no, or wait for more validation. Well, now your nervous system just gets confused because your behavior contradicts your belief. That internal dissonance leads to mental fatigue and self-doubt. But when your actions are aligned, you feel grounded, clear, energized. You build confidence not because of what you believe, but because of what you do consistently. All right, let's get practical. Here are 6 ways to create momentum by acting from your upgraded mindset. Number 1, anchor your actions to identity. Instead of asking, what should I do today? Ask, what would the future version of me do? Then choose an action that aligns with that identity, even if it's small. Start your day by visualizing that future version of yourself. Maybe it's confident, calm, or decisive. Then pick one task that they would prioritize. Do that before you get distracted by busy work. Number 2, use the 5-minute rule. If something feels overwhelming, commit to just 5 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part, and action generates clarity. Think of it like priming a pump. Once you get going, your brain enters a flow state, and resistance begins to fade. 5 minutes of focused effort often turns into 20 or more. Number 3, build a ritual, not just a routine. Turn your most important actions into meaningful habits. Light a candle before journaling. Play a theme song before writing. Make it sacred. When you associate action with purpose and presence, not pressure, you elevate it. Rituals create emotional anchors that make actions feel nourishing and not draining. Number 4, schedule boldness. Don't wait for confidence. Schedule it. Book that call. Send that email. Apply for that opportunity. Courage grows through use. Put bold moves on your calendar, just like an appointment. Treat them as sacred commitments to your future self. The more you do this, the more normal boldness becomes. 5, celebrate aligned action. Celebrate how you showed up, not just what you achieved. I honored my values today is just as important as I crossed everything off my to-do list. This reinforces intrinsic motivation and helps rewire your brain to value progress over perfection. Your effort is the evidence. And number 6, track evidence of change. Keep a journal or log of actions that reflect your new mindset. This builds proof, and proof builds belief. When you can flip through a journal and see weeks or months of consistent, intentional effort, it becomes harder for your inner critic to argue with your growth. Hey, if you're enjoying this episode and you're ready to take your growth to the next level, check out my online course, The Mindset Makeover. It's a step-by-step system to help you identify the beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with the mindsets that you need to thrive. You'll get tools, guided exercises, and a clear path forward, whether you're stuck, starting over, or just ready to level up. Learn more and enroll now at josejohnson.com/mindset, because real change starts from the inside out. So here's your challenge for the week. Pick one belief that you've been working to install. Maybe it's I'm capable, or I deserve peace, or I'm a leader. Then ask, what's one action I can take this week that proves I believe this? Make it visible, make it specific, and then do it, even if it's not perfect. And here's a bonus tip. Tell someone you trust what that action will be. Declare it, give it weight, then take it, even if your voice shakes. And if you're ready to close the gap between your current mindset and your desired identity, be sure to download the free Mindset Gap Map that I've created. The link is in the show notes. All right, keep this in mind. Mindset opens the door, but action walks you through it. So stop waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect mood. Instead, choose the next aligned action and let that move you forward. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful mindset is one that's backed by movement. Thanks for joining me for this episode of the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who's ready to turn intention into motion. As always, stay grounded, stay growing, and keep showing up for the life that you're meant to live. Because remember, it is what it is, but it becomes what you make it. So make it great. Thanks for tuning in. Before we wrap up, I just want to remind you that the information shared in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice or treatment. While the content of this podcast is based on research and personal experience, everyone's situation is unique, and the advice given may not be applicable to all. Always consult a qualified professional before making significant changes in your life. The Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast is recorded at the So Good Media Studios located in the Candy Factory, a co-working space in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.